Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody. Today guys we mostly will take a look at the euro currency. Yesterday market indeed has dropped lower, not only euro currency but also Australian dollar, other dollar related currencies. This has happened mostly due to United States statistics release. So that was not bad employment data from the EDP report, and some other positive data has been released. Also, we are coming to non-farm payrolls release tomorrow, so that was the major driver of the United States dollar. On the Canadian dollar, there was the OPEC agreement. OPEC countries surprisingly have come to agreement on the contraction of 1.2 million barrels. So extraction in other currencies, non-OPEC countries have agreed to join this consensus. So currently it's difficult to suggest how really significant impact of the contraction will be on the market. At first glance, it is not really big extraction volume to make impact on the overall market, but short-term reaction has followed, and crude oil prices have jumped significantly. The same we could say about the Canadian dollars also, because currency pair dropped, so Canadian dollar is rising. So, but actually, guys, this move hasn't cancelled yet the setup that we have discussed. Yes, market is showing a bit deeper action to the downside, but it's still calling below the major level. And the drop is not really significant for the Canadian dollar yet. It hasn't broken yet through the important support levels. That's why currently we just need to wait and see what will really happen, how long-term this reaction will be, and is it really this agreement between the OPEC countries on the extraction freezing and the decreasing of the extraction will lead to the significant rally on the crude oil. If this really will happen, the market will jump up above the previous top and will confirm their hand shoulders pattern that now is forming on the crude oil. So this will be the one tune. If this will be only the short-term reaction and market after the 3-4 sessions will turn back to the dropping, that will be quite another situation. So that's why we'll keep watching what will happen on the Canadian dollar, on the crude oil. But today we mostly will talk about the euro currency. But first, I would like you to show the completion of our bread and butter step on Australian dollar. So you can see this works. It has worked just perfect. Market has turned down precisely from the level that we have specified, and within the one session it has completed the target of the bread and butter. So target was bread and butter was the 618 support, 73.80 area. It has been hit. Now market is turning to some upward action. So as you can see, our bread and butter setup has been completed on the Australian dollar. So very nice trade. On the euro currency, guys, situation hasn't changed really significantly. Market has shown the minor reaction on the good statistics from the United States, but this reaction doesn't look really impressive. Mostly, as you can see, price action stands inside the range of our indecision pattern. It means that market hasn't chosen the direction yet and just calling inside the range of the pattern that has been formed on Monday. So it means that as our bearish grabber is still valid, because this high wave pattern is also the bearish grabber that suggests the taking out of these lows. Okay, and we're still watching for a possible double repo buy pattern that could be formed here. For that purpose, market need to form second close below the 3x3, and as we have expected, maybe it will show some deeper lows here, and then close above, and we will get the potential double repo buy pattern. And another moment here, guys, is that take a look. Today we have the new pivots for the December This is the December pivot point, and it stands right at the major 3-8 resistance on the daily charts, 108.15 area approximately. Pivot stands on 108 even, so right here. So as we know that market very often gravitates to pivots to touch them, test them during the period, it means that if retracement up will follow, probably market will have not bad chances to reach the pivot point, and we will use this as the first target of the possible upward retracement if, of course, some patterns, some reversal patterns will be formed that will trigger the retracement up. But first, we need to wait clarity with this setup, with the grabber, with the potential double reports, and so on. So yesterday, guys, we have warned you that it's better to start from the hourly chart. We said here that probably it's better to take profit or move your stop to the break even, because the patterns that we have on the higher time frames, on the 4-hour time frame, on the daily chart, it's not really very good for perspective of this head and shoulders pattern. And indeed, as you can see, market right now shows not quite rational behavior here. So as it has formed already the bottom of the right shoulder, it has reached the neckline, but suddenly has dropped again. This is not very good sign. But with the having bearish patterns on the back, on the 4-hour time frame chart, on the daily chart, this is not really surprising action. We have warned you. So if you have taken the profit or you moved your stop to the break even, you can see how that was done in time. So with this drop, market, as you can see, has erased all this action to the upside. Also, guys, with this dropping, market has erased opportunity for a butterfly pattern. So recall, yesterday we have discussed here a potential butterfly. I was said, who knows, maybe if market will break the neckline, it could form this left wing that could become the right wing of the butterfly. But with this dropping, market has erased this opportunity, and in general, this behavior looks a bit irrational for the hand shoulders. That's why currently we think that it's not a good time to bet on the upward action and using this pattern as the background for your trade on the long side of the market. Our suggestion currently, as market shows such sort of reaction, and tomorrow we will get the non-farm payrolls release, is better to wait the resolving of the situation with this grabber and potential double repo pattern. If grabber will work and market will show the Washington greens of these lows, return right back up and will form the double repo pattern, that will be better opportunity for taking the long position, because you will have the bullish patterns on your back, but not on the hourly chart, but on the daily chart, and you will have the clear patterns that will be able to trigger upward action. That could become very important. On the 4-hour time frame chart, as you can see, some kind of the triangle consolidation is forming here, and as market wasn't able to show upward action, it has erased also all bullish grabbers that have been formed in this area. We have talked about it. So as we said, bearish grabber on the daily chart has greater value than the patterns on the intraday charts. That's why it's better to use as the primary patterns the ones that stand on the high time frames, and you can see results. So market indeed has dropped here with the shadow. It has erased all these bullish patterns. Now trend here is bearish, and you can see some kind of the triangle consolidation is forming, but we are thinking about the same butterfly pattern that we have talked about yesterday. So for example, if market will show this dropping, maybe non-farm payrolls release will be the triggering moment, this driver of this action. If butterfly will be completed, then the double repo pattern could take the shape, double repo consolidation could take the shape of the butterfly. This is my favorite combination, because if on the butterfly we will get gradual action here, we do not want to see such sort of the plunge here right down. We need gradual action here, and if we will get it, then this could be a very nice opportunity for taking the position as market will generate back up, and that just butterfly is very good assistant patterns when you're dealing with a double repo pattern, since it gives you the chance to take the position right at the bottom. But for that purpose, you do not want to get such sort of the action right to the target. You need gradual moving to the downside and fast upward action here. If we will get this combination, then we could use the butterfly for taking the position based on the double repo here. But first, guys, we indeed need we need to get the completion of these patients, and we should be sure that this will be just a wash and rinse, because it could happen that market will just drop below, since we know the major target, guys, stands at 104. We already have talked about it. Let's take a look. A, B, C, top major ABCD pattern with the target right here. How market will behave here, what non-farm payrolls will be released, who knows? It's very difficult to predict. But existing of this target tells that whatever retracement will happen here, either to the monthly pivot or even higher, it probably will become just a retracement. So sooner or later, market will return back down and should hit the target. So that's why don't count on the situation where this pattern will become the major reversal. Market will just start an upward bullish trend right from that moment. If this will happen at some time, this will happen only after the market will hit the target. This is just how markets works. So that being said, in the nearest future we think the first point of our trading plan right now, do not rely on these head and shoulders, because it looks a bit irrational right now. Second, wait for the non-farm payrolls release and completion of these patterns that we have here and here. If on some volatility, or maybe if non-farm payrolls will be a bit worse than expected, and market will show a wash and rinse of these lows and return it back up, will give us the confirmation of this double repo, and on the butterfly this will not be just immediate drop right to the target. Then probably it will be possible to make the scalp bullish trade on the euro currency. That's the setup that we will be watching for in today and tomorrow sessions.